These are the tales of Dungeon Mistress Chronicles.
We are out in the Court of Air, where people are squabbling over at the front gates trying to gain access to Candlekeep. A few are allowed, though not many, and those travel behind. As Yvie and Milo, you are over here talking to Elric, as Pyra and Luther pass you by and head into Candlekeep. They are walking to go and find Matrius. Elric watches Yvie and Milo as you head over to him. He has he's turned around from the book that he's reading and kind of given you a bored expression. My favorite people. Hello, Milo. Yvonne. Can I do something for you?
Apologies for earlier. It was a bad time to come across us before we had eaten. I think all of us were a bit hangry, I'm sorry. We've been assigned a task. I'm sure you're familiar with it.
Yes, being your commander of this now second level of the Arcane cleanup crew, I am privy to information before you are.
We've been doing our investigation, as we were asked. It seems that the source of these magical books, they both came from the same place, a book stole in Baldur's Gate. If we want to dig deeper, we'll need to go there. We're not really sure what are the rules and regulations regarding travel in the line of our duties.
He is this whole time just like twirling and pulling on this tiny little white goatee that he has at the end of his chin that just looks like it's all he can really grow. Yes, it's about a 5-day travel up to Baldur's Gate. I'm sure at least some of you will find that to be an easy task, although kind of looks around. Not as much you two.
This is a good point. We were hoping that you had access to transportation that we may not. Say a transportation circle, a teleportation, something like that, to get us to Baldur's Gate quickly, because time is of the essence.
Time is of the essence, yes. I imagine you can probably make the walk in 4 days if you travel quickly and take less naps.
So you mean to tell us that there is no teleportation circle between Candlekeep and Baldur's Gate? I find that highly unlikely.
I am telling you that there is not one that you have access to.
This is bullshit. Okay. You are useless. We need to go to Baldur's Gate. You have been informed. Goodbye.
You will find that attitude will get you not very far, Miss Yvonne, if you would like to remain in this group.
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. I'm walking away. I'll talk to you when I come back from Baldur's Gate.
Someone to write up. My favorite thing to do.
Oh, come off it. That's childish of you, Elric.
Maybe, but I can still do it.
All right, so once we get there, are we just supposed to find out where they came from and come back and tell you, or do you want us to take action?
They need to be stopped first and foremost. There has been a request from the Great Librarian that if you can find the original book that has turned into an ectoplasm mess and was killed, we would like to have the copy that was traded to us for admission.
That's fair. If they require payment, I won't be able to pay for it. Do we have access to ACC funds?
The book was already paid for by the person who took it in the first place and were robbed and given this disgraceful copy of the thing. Take it from them.
Oh, okay. I understand your point.
And make sure to leave them with the feeling that Candlekeep Library is not to be fucked with.
Well, all right then. I will make sure that they receive that message in a direct quote.
He nods. Very good.
Yvie, wait. Run to catch up.
Did you hear him?
Yes.
This is the second time today that we've been talked down to by one of these puffed up academic types. I cannot stand it.
Well, I think the idea of you poses a bit of an existential threat to them, like on a personal level.
Why?
You're like a genius and you don't even need to try. Every single person here, their entire life is dedicated to studying. And I think that infuriates them.
I am just efficient.
Well, yeah, your efficiency quotient is about 100% if you study 0 seconds and you are able to cast spells.
I cannot help it. I am this way because I don't know. I cannot help it. We got to go.
I think they're threatened by you.
Is there a different way that I should approach this so that they do not feel as threatened?
No, I don't think you should change who you are.
Okay, I changed nothing.
Yeah, change nothing.
Meanwhile, walking in the inner ward, almost to your destination, is Luther and Pyra. Fairly shortly after this exchange on the roof with Fowler. How are you doing, Pyra?
Pyra's just fine. Her mind is racing with all sorts of strange thoughts, some interesting feelings after the book passages she's just read. And she is most definitely not going to talk about it with this guy because he's a pervert, and she's not going to get an objective perspective from him.
Luther, how are you doing?
Luther's been walking backwards, making sure he doesn't lose sight of Valor the whole time. He's just trying to make sure, wow, what a specimen. And he every so often will just take a look over to Pyra to see how she's doing. I think eventually the quiet is just entirely too much for him. And he just claps his hands, his large, heavy hands, a little thunderclap, and he just says, "So, Pyra, it is a beautiful day.
I do believe I have just won a bet with our friend Yvonne.
Well, please, do go on. What was the nature of this bet?
I bet that you could not go 5 minutes without opening your mouth. She thought you could. I am very pleased and yet perturbed that I was right.
Does my voice upset you?
Not so much your voice as what you use it for.
Speaking?
Yes.
Declaring? Preaching Lathander's light?
I have not heard you do any preaching up till this point. I believe most of it's just been vulgarities, flirtations, and uncouth words.
I see. Well, I typically like to show my devotion to Lathander with my actions, less my words, but perhaps you are right. Perhaps I am lacking in my devotions. Thank you, Pyra. You have given me something to think about and contemplate.
Lovely,
Might I ask you a question?
I suppose.
Pyra, I am not blind to what has been taking place between you and I. I know that you find my company to be detestable. It often feels you, I don't know, perhaps just disapprove of me as a person in general. And I want to be forthright and candid. Is there something I could be doing to appear in a better light in your eyes? We are allies, companions. I like to hope one day friends.
She is walking, fanning herself. I'm not entirely sure. That might be an answer best served cold. You are the exact opposite of everything I have expected in a gentleman. You are loud. You are aggressive. You are not polite. You have sexual relations in alleyways with strangers. You hit on your friends' mothers. Everyone seems to be a walking target of your affection, your disdain, or your ego. So, is there one thing that you can do? I don't know. I don't think so.
Luther, I think for probably the first time during his foray into Candlekeep, his eyes sink down to the ground, and he just nods his head. I see. Well, I must admit I have always appreciated your candor and your honesty. It is one of your many, how should I say, in a gentlemanly way. It is one of your many impressive traits. I will, let us go speak to this man and find our potions. I will not disturb you any further. And he falls right in step, puts his hands behind his waist, kind of just crosses his hands behind his waist, and just walks right after her.
She seems to accept this as the natural order of things and just kind of nods, continuing to fan herself and heading towards Matrius's office.
Quarters, little ones, just like yours. You walk into Exaltation, the place where you live as well, but you know the little quarters that belong to Matrius. The only really thing to do is knock. It's a small room. There's no knocker, just the wooden door.
She will go ahead and knock.
You hear shuffling. There's not very long to shuffle. It's a small room, but shuffles over the door. Opens it, and the older, balding form of Matrius is on the other side. He just kind of blinks up like he's just kind of woken up from a nap. Yes? Yes? Oh, hello. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Matrius. I hope you slept well.
For someone brought back from the brink of death, I suppose.
Well, I'm pleased to see that you look much better than you did yesterday.
Oh, thank you. Pats his cheek.
Not to disturb your slumber far too early, I do apologize, but we are about to head on our way to Baldur's Gate, and before we left, we thought it best to discharge this debt so that it did not run too long. I would hate to have you worrying about it while we were gone.
Oh, yes. Well, if I recall, there were 3 of you that wanted potions. I can offer either healing, pugilism, growth, or let's see, what's the other one I had? A spider climbing potion. There's those options. You can each have one of those. And I believe that you instead wanted an introduction to some of the more esteemed avowed.
Yes, anyone especially who seems more princely or courteous than the others, I'd be very much obliged.
Are you wanting that introduction before you leave, or would you like me to cultivate a few things and you can have it when you return?
Oh, I believe cultivating a few things, making sure there is a proper place for an introduction, a nice luncheon, and I will have plenty of time to prepare myself.
All right. Would you like the potions before you go?
Yes, I believe that would be for the best. We do not know what we will encounter on the way or at the destination itself.
The trek between here and Baldur's Gate, there are 4 of you, but that's not too large of a number. There's a chance that you might fall in with ruffians or bandits or something of the like on your way. So what if these potions could help you? Which ones would you like?
That is an excellent question. And she will look over to Luther. I do believe this is more your area of expertise, Luther.
Well, that is where you are wrong, because I created a nerve agent when I last touched these things, but needless to say, I will give it my best shot. He leans over. What exactly does the large potion enlarge?
What do you plan to give it to? I don't think it enlarges plants. I think it must be a creature. In fact, I know it must be a creature.
Like certain parts, or just like the entire thing?
Yes, you can't just feed it to parts of your body. It goes in your mouth and it enlarges your body.
That one. I want that one.
All right, that lasts a minute.
A minute? Oh.
Well, how long do you typically fight for?
Oh, right. Fighting. Yes, a minute is more than sufficient. We will be taking that one. The healing one would probably be very useful. You see, one of my companions, Milo, he is paper skin, glass bones, a heart that is frailer than Cotton. We must protect him.
Yes. He was almost defeated by several chairs in that manner.
Oh, does he have bad hips?
About everything. The entire infrastructure is completely. He's hollow like a bird. One time I sneezed so hard I thought the wind might take him.
So, one potion of growth, one healing potion. What would be the last one that you would like?
What were the last options again?
Climbing.
Yes, that one. I don't think the pugilism would do us any good. No one here knows how to throw a punch besides me and Pyra.
What on earth is pugilism?
Fighting with your fists.
Oh, why don't you just say fighting with your fists?
Because it is a longer, fancier way to say it. That is how these bookish types get down.
I would interject that you can also fight with, and he kind of looks at your horns, with your head, or your knees, or your feet, or it's fighting with your body parts.
I don't think anyone would get much use out of that. Perhaps we stick with the climbing. You see, they can't do a pull-up, so maybe this would be advantageous for them. The smaller ones.
Truly, if we were to think about who would get that last potion, it would be Yvonne. And I do believe she would benefit more from being able to climb than being able to punch someone in the face. I'm afraid she might hurt herself if she did that as well. She is much more of a magic user, I believe.
You could also have another potion of growth or a healing potion. Those are just the ones I have on selection.
Oh, perhaps another healing potion of growth for Yvonne. She might like to be taller for a small time.
Yes. We don't want to lose her in a crowd. We are going to Baldur's Gate after all.
So, 2 growth potions and 1 healing potion, is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, you poor dear.
I will be fine. It's just need more than 1 day of recovery from that. All right, just a moment. Don't have far to travel here. Turns around and shuffles back into his room, and you hear some tink, 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 tink as he pulls out 3 potions and then turns around and holds them out for you. I will be working on cultivating this encounter for you for when you return. And just seek me out when you are back, and I will have whomever I think might be worthy of such a lady.
Thank you very kindly, Matrius. I do hope you will return to your rest. And though there are no servants, if I see anyone who seems to be of a helping disposition, I will have them bring some tea to you or to your room.
Oh, that is very kind. With a bit of honey, if they have it.
As you wish.
Thank you. All right, he shuffles back inside and closes his door. Yvie and Milo, you were headed away from Elrit. Were you heading to meet up with them, or were you heading somewhere else?
We do know where they're going, so we could just follow them there.
I'd say that probably makes sense since you were finding out whether or not there was an easier way for you to leave than through the gates.
Okay, so we are meeting up with Pyra and Luther at Machias's quarters.
Yes, I believe so. Unless you have somewhere else that you need to go first.
Well, if we are to leave, maybe I should tell my mama first. She didn't exactly like when I up and left before without telling her. So.
Right, you mentioned that, and that was only, like 2 days. I don't think she would like it if we were gone for a week or more.
I do not think so. Also, we're going to Baldur's Gate, where my Rami might be. I might be able to, I don't know. It would be nice to tell her.
Do you think that she would want you to find him?
No, she would tell me to stay here and study and do my schooling and to not go after him. But I think that I should tell her.
If I had children that disappeared, I'd probably want to know where they were, if I could.
I agree. Let's go tell her, and then I don't know. We'll meet up with Pyra and Luther.
Do you want to find him?
Okay, she lets out like a really big sigh and she looks for any sort of like cigarettes, if they're rolled, if they're in, like, she's just like, I need to distract myself for a second from this question. She's gonna light one up and, do I want to find him? Yes. There are things that I need to say to him and apologize for. And maybe, no, I would like to find him, that is all. She'll smoke a cigarette.
If you would like to find him, then I say that's what we do. You know, I had a brother that was lost to Baldur's Gate, and I don't have any chance of seeing him again. So, if you do, I think it's worth it.
Good, we're in agreement.
You walk across from where you've marched off to back towards your mama's house as you smoke and talk. Luther and Pyra, you head away from Matrius's. You know that you're going to be headed out, so if there's anything you wanted to tidy up or do in your rooms, or anybody that you wanted to talk to before you left Candlekeep that you haven't already talked to that are somewhere in the inner ward, this would be the time to do that.
Luther would like to try to guide them with a light hand to both their dorms are in sort of the same area, so he's going to try to guide them that way. And this is with the the express reason of simply getting to the front of the doors.
Do you resist, Lady Pyra Fire Snoot?
No.
As you get towards the doors, your rooms are not that far apart, given that you kind of got into exaltation at the same time. There is a small stool sitting in front of your door, Pyra, and on it is a gigantic basket, and in it is maybe the largest bouquet of flowers you've ever seen in your life. From both sides of the basket, coming out of the top, they are beautifully arranged. It is extravagant.
Oh, oh my goodness. Do you think my prince found me already?
Perhaps you can. Perhaps it says it is from someone.
Oh, do you think so? Oh, that would be quite a marvelous way. And she'll walk up and she takes a moment to like kind of look at and smell the flowers and admire them. And then look for a card. Is there a card?
There is. It's in a little envelope, as cards should be. And it says, to Princess Pyra, signed very nicely from Luther.
Goes to talk, pauses, goes to say something again, stops. These are from you.
Yes, I'm really sorry, Pyra. I was hoping you would take this as a token of my apology, and let you know that I treasure whatever it is that is building between us, whether it's camaraderie, forced acquaintance. I care for it deeply, and I would endeavor to care for it as one would a bouquet of flowers.
She is weirdly speechless, just taking him in and looking at the bouquet and then back at him. Is this about yesterday?
No, Pyra, it's about everything. How I have gone about things I've said, ways I've acted since the very beginning. To a certain extent, I am who I am. But that does not mean I cannot be better. You have reminded me of this. For that, I am eternally grateful. And I would be even more so if you would allow me the chance to redeem myself in your eyes.
I don't exactly know how Dragonborns blush, but I'll say that there's kind of a shimmering on her cheeks. And she does a little nod in like a princessly way. This is a wonderful start to a new beginning. Thank you. They are very lovely, and I will cherish them while I have them.
He exhales. He was holding his breath. He was not sure how she was going to take this, and he genuinely seems truly relieved. Thank you. I would offer to escort you out of this place, but there are princes out there that might be watching, and it is better I follow you as an escort than arm in arm. We don't want to send out the wrong idea. We want to make sure we bring only the best for Pyra via Snoot.
Thank you. I don't know that anyone has wanted to work with me on this, or had faith in my dream. Well, as you wish. I suppose I don't know what to do with these. I don't want them to die while we are gone, but I don't want to just leave them here. Perhaps I could carry them, but then I'd have to water them while we walked.
If I might offer a half measure here.
Oh, yes?
For the time being, so it does not intrude upon your space. I am not beholden to the space they have provided to me. We can, at least for the time being, keep them there, in my room. And when we return, perhaps we can find a better solution, together.
I think that sounds like a lovely idea. You'll just have someone water them, make sure that they are kept fresh.
Pyra, if it is your wish, I will see it taken care of.
Luther, roll me insight.
Isn't it nice when Luther has a nice little moment, and then Murray starts fucking talking? All right, that's a 9.
Okay, you haven't met very many people here, but there's one person you could probably bribe to take care of these, and that is Jezebel.
If you allow me to make a small stop, there is someone I know that could be trusted to take care of such things.
That's just fine.
Excellent. Well then, Lady Pyra Firesnoot, shall we take a stroll?
That is a good idea. Though I will say, as much as I appreciate you walking behind me as a courtier, walking on a gentleman's arm is acceptable. It does not mean the lady is taken. It merely means that she is a lady and being treated as such by another gentleman.
I see. Well, it appears I have 2 things to thank you for. Your time, and for enriching my mind with your knowledge and insight. Thank you. And he will extend a large arm.
And she will very gently place her arm around it so that her claws are just daintily touching the top. You may lead on, Luther.
And he will do just so. He will begin to head off to find Jezebel.
Jezebel doesn't stray too far from Silvara, so up the gigantic tower flight of stairs you go.
Now, I must tell you, Jezebel is a bit eccentric. She is also, how do I say, demonic in nature.
Demonic? I thought you did not like the demonic.
There are a few exceptions I am willing to entertain. It is only through my contact with Silvera that I even tolerate her, but the creature is very, very easy to appease. Assuming we have pasta, or chocolates, or dead cats.
Dead cats?
Yes.
Do you normally carry around dead cats?
Not if I can help it, but it is something that makes her easy to appease. She's very good at simple tasks, whether that's watering flowers, or keeping an eye on your enemies. She was very adept at.
Well, perhaps we should stop by for some chocolates then. I'm not sure I have anything at the moment she would enjoy.
I think that could be arranged. And Luther is going to, as they're making their way up, does he know any places that he could stop by for a quick chocolate? I imagine he might have a few in his room that he just keeps on hand in case of a situation like this.
I can say you probably, with the way that you just kind of heap food up everywhere, you could have a couple chocolates on you.
Okay. I looked at Pyra and say, actually, kind of pats his back pocket, I think I have us covered. Plus, this is an excellent opportunity for you to meet someone very important to me.
What kind of important?
Perhaps not the way you might be assuming. She is a friend of the woman that raised me.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes, she is the reason I'm here.
I would like to meet her.
And he'll lead Pyra up and throw open the doors per usual. Silvira!
Luther, I have heard your name around as well. Is that Lady Pyra?
She will do a curtsy in the way that she has been trained as a lady and say, "It is my dear pleasure to meet you and make your acquaintance. Yes, my name is Lady Pyra Firesnoot."
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Luther, knocking is customary in Candlekeep. It is nice to see you. Come in.
Yes, we are working on that.
I have the best people on it.
Very good. I hear you're going on a mission for the Arcane cleanup crew. It sounds like you're taking to it well. That is good.
Yes, we have done well so far. But our next mission, I believe, takes us to Baldur's Gate. While we are gone, and as happy as I am to see you, I actually have business with Jezebel.
My closet?
Yes. There is a very mundane task I need done in order to cultivate a very important endeavor and friendship that I am attempting to build.
And what favor do you need of Jezebel?
I need her to water a bouquet of flowers that is quite large and requires a certain level of maintenance.
For how long?
Give or take 5 days, maybe 7, let's say 5 days.
I will say that I do not expect flowers to last forever. I do not know if there's any climate that affects them here, so as long as they last would be appreciated. And I believe we are happy to pay her in, what was it you said, Luther? Chocolate?
Yes, the most easily obtainable of the things she enjoys. I do have something to sweeten the deal.
Yes, I'm afraid we do not have any dead cats. Though, of course, once we return from Baldur's Gate, perhaps we can bring something a bit more special.
Maybe just the chocolate will suffice.
Would it be easier if I just cast Gentle Repose on your flowers? That should last you your 10-day, and then you can enjoy them when you get back for their lifespan.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Luther looks at the chocolate that's melting in his pocket. Well, I suppose that would have been good to know before I made the trek up here and took the chocolate in my pocket. But,
Pyra totally takes one.
yes, gentle repose would be most appreciated, Severa. I would owe you one.
You can just pay Jezebel in the chocolates you planned to, and maybe she'll leave me alone for 10 minutes.
I would be more than willing after Pyra takes her cut. He will suffer the pyro tax, and he'll offer the chocolate wad that is in his pocket. It's like some of the foil is still stuck in there, just the way she likes. Okay, well, should I just roll it on the ground and see if she snaps it up, like underneath the table or something?
Jezebel just leaps at your hand and, like, all tongue and hands, just rips it out.
Just the face of absolute disgust. He's just like, ugh.
That was not what I thought was going to happen. And not the creature I thought you were speaking of.
You see Jezebel just looking at you from over in the corner, like one big kind of like bug-like eye. At this point, you will also remember the closet that gave you a tongue lashing in Festandia's mansion from the other side of the door.
Oh, this one does not speak, does it?
On occasion. And he's gonna point a finger at Jezebel. You better use your litter box. I'm not kidding around. Stop pooping in the corners.
Turns another little eye on you from the other direction. Long look. You!
There it is. Okay, well, Severa, this has been absolutely an enchanting conversation with your lovely little thing. We're going to be going now. This was meant to be a detour. I appreciate your assistance, and we are going to go.
Did you bring the flowers with you?
No, they are in my dormitory, and I did not know that you could cast that spell. So if you could go into my room, which I leave unlocked because I broke the key the first day I came in here, you can just find it downstairs.
If you would like me to tend to the flowers, and cast the 10-minute ritual of my time on them, I believe you can bring them to me, Luther.
Okay, all right. Sure. Yes, I'm sure it's not a problem. Pyra, do you want to remain here? I just need to go downstairs for a moment.
I will remain here. I'm sure there's something I could speak to your friend about.
Yes. I will return shortly, and Luther will start hauling ass downstairs.
It's like 150 steps down.
It's like they had to make it so damn vertical. Why is everything so high up?
I'm going to switch back to Yvie and Milo. You get to your mama's house.
Hello, Mama. It is me, your Yvie. She opens the door.
Ah, Yvie! You are already back after breakfast this morning. I am so happy you're back, but aren't you supposed to be working?
We Milo, how do I tell her this? We have a big important mission, and we might be gone for a while. Say a 10-day, maybe.
Mon Dieu, where is this Arcane cleanup crew sending you?
We have leads to Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate? That is so far up the coast, and it is where our Remy. Oh,
It is where our Remy is.
do you think while you are working, you might have, what do they say when you do working travel, some downtime, some vacation while you're in Baldur's Gate? You could look for Remy.
I think that we could make the time to look into where he might be, right, Milo?
I think so, yes. And even better, I'm from there, so I know people who might be able to help.
She raises like a very motherly eyebrow at this. Remy is running with some bad people. I cannot think that you would know these people that are in Baldur's Gate. No.
Well, maybe I don't know his people, but I know other people who could be useful. At the very least, at the start.
You will promise to be careful while you are in Baldur's Gate, no? And you will stop by before you leave and take goodies to keep you on the road?
Maybe we could pack some up now. I don't know how soon we're leaving.
I suppose. I will not get to see all of your friends in this way if you take the food now, but I suppose that is fine. Be sure to tell Pyra that she can read the book and I can wait a 10-day for our meeting to go over it. And tell Luther that he can have as many of the treats as you take, since he seems to be the one who enjoys them the most. And I will miss you all. Give them my love.
I will, Mama. Pyra has devoured this book, Mama. She has been quite glued to it so far.
Yes, we had a talk, and I think that she will be very enlightened by this book. I cannot wait to discuss it with her.
Between you and me, what is this book even about, Mama?
Oh, so it's very simple. You know what she calls her papa?
Oui, she calls him Big Daddy, I think.
Oui. Yes, she calls him the Big Daddy. Well, she did not understand that sometimes this can mean like a paramour. So I give her a book that covers this in detail so she can feel good about her feelings for her papa, but also understands that it could be misconstrued and what other people might think if she is not clear that it is her papa who is this Big Daddy.
Oh, Mama, you are devious. Okay, that is good to know. I will try to bring them back so you can chat with them yourself.
Oh, only if it is not a trouble for you.
We will see. I don't know how urgent it is that we fly from here, so. But goodies, yes, I would love. And I wanted to make sure that you knew that I would be gone for a while.
That is very responsible of you, Yvie.
She looks a little happy that she was called responsible. Finally, someone sees it.
Now, Milo, you are going on this journey as well, and you know the place. We did not spend very much time ever in Baldur's Gate, so this will be good to have not a tourist.
A guide?
Yes, a guide.
Well, I'll be happy to be the tour guide, yes. If I may, Evie, I apologize if this embarrasses you a bit. I'm a bit jealous of your relationship with your mother. It's making me feel a bit happy and sad to watch.
This is a comparison. Why does it make you sad? You do not have a good relationship with your mama?
Oh, I haven't seen her in a long time, since I was a boy.
Oh.
Did something bad happen to your mama? I sorry to be so forward if this is
No, it's I mean, I was 6 years old when it. I don't know. She left, and I haven't seen her since.
I am sorry, Milo.
Oh, it's not your fault, but thank you.
Do you have a papa?
I do, yes, and he's a wonderful person. He has taken quite good care of me. So yes, there is that. Yes.
Mon Dieu. Well, if you ever need the motherly advice, you can always come and talk to me, Milo.
Thank you. That's much appreciated. Although I don't know if how well the wires might get crossed if you're also giving motherly advice to Pyra at the same time. I don't know if I can handle that kind of advice. I'm learning things today, actually. Big Daddy, for example, that this is new to me.
Oh, it sounds like maybe I can give you both the same advice then if you are not versed in the ways of the unicorns like Pyra is not.
Mama!
I did not know. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be forward. I can give advice in this department, but I gave advice to Remy, and I do not think it went as well as it could have been. So, well,
I think some lessons are perhaps better learned by experience.
we experience is good. And then she sort of looks between the two of you. Yvie, who did you say you were kissing in the bar the other night?
This is not important, Mama. We have to go. I need the snacks.
You know what, Evie, I'll just meet you outside when you're ready. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Mama!
Yvonne, you need to be careful if you are toying with the virgins.
I did not know that. No. He said that if he did talk to a unicorn, he wouldn't be. But then again, he also said that maybe he couldn't because he was a man. I don't know, Mama.
I think he is lying if he has told you that he can not talk to the unicorns.
Okay.
Anyways, I will get the snacks ready. You be careful with him, Yvonne. You cannot talk to the unicorns, and you and I both know it.
Mama.
Yvonne.
Okay, it's true.
I know it's true. You has your mama's blood. All right.
This is true.
Snacks. She gives you this heaping basket of carbohydrates.
Excellent. This will last us probably the whole time to Baldur's Gate. You know, it is a 5-day journey.
Oui, but then it is a 5-day journey back. That is a 10-day. And who knows if you get any good on cooking while you're in Baldur's Gate.
Maybe you can make sure that you pack one of Rami's favorites. I don't know if it'll last, but...
They are in the bottom.
Thank you, Mama. You always know.
I hope you find him. It is not that I want him to change his mind and come home. I hope he is safe.
I know, Mama. She's gonna give Mama a big hug.
She's gonna squeeze you back
Mm.
and swipe her eye up a little bit and then hand you a small letter. If you do see him, can you give this to him?
Of course, Mama. I will make sure.
It is not much, but just some things I have thought about since he left. And just letting him know he has a place to return to if he wishes, but I am not pressing.
Thank you. Okay, I can't leave him outside waiting.
No, you should not do that. You might get the wrong impressions as we are in here talking about him.
I mean, we kind of were, but
I know. He is very cute.
he is, isn't he? Okay. I have to go. I cannot gush about boys right now. I have a mission. I have to stay focused.
Oh, right. We need to make an appointment for you to come and gush about the boys.
I am very busy, Mama. Okay.
Be safe. And she gives you one more hug.
Au revoir, Mama.
Au revoir.
She'll walk out the door.
Pyra, you are alone with Silvira and Jezebel, who is semi-covered in chocolate now, and kind of looking at you, sitting on the desk.
I don't need to worry that thing is going to insult my mother.
Insult your mother?
There was something that looked quite a bit like this in that mansion that we were in. And it did not say very nice things to me, and I almost squashed it.
Jezebel does have a sharp tongue, but I do not believe she is acquainted with your mother.
That makes two of us. So, this gentleman that you know, was he always like this? Kind of looking back towards where Luther walked through the door.
Gentleman.
I use the word liberally. We are attempting to start off on a new foot. After I caught him entertaining a woman in an alley last night.
Entertaining?
Yes, that is the polite way that I can put that. He was in the middle of some sexual relations with a woman he had just met. It was not expected, and yet was not a surprise.
She sits very straight behind her desk, looks very no nonsense as she kind of takes this in, and she goes, I do believe your question was whether or not Luther has always been this way. The last time that I saw Luther was around the time when his parents died and his guardian took him to Cholt. But I did see him after that, when he was probably about 16, 17. And briefly over some of the years, he's always been passionate about something. I will say when he was smaller, I don't believe that it was in regards to women and alleys. But I suppose, given his passions that he has accumulated over the years, I could see him putting no less drive into whatever his pursuits may be at this point in his life. Alleys, though, that is a bit uncouth.
The more I hear such things from people, the more I am relieved that I am not the only one scandalized. However, that was not the meaning of the question. His parents passed away, you say, when he was younger.
Yes. I suppose I had assumed that was known, but yes.
And you were a friend of his mother's, is what he said.
Of a sort, yes. His guardian.
Ah, the woman who took him in, then.
Yes.
I see. What is she like?
Oh, roll me an insight when you ask that question.
Ooh, that's a 2, and I have -1, so a 1.
31 right there. She takes a deep breath and kind of shudders at that question, which could mean anything in that moment. It could mean that she was awful. It could mean that it's an emotional question with a one you don't know. But she takes that deep breath and she goes, if she is alive, she is a wonderful person and took very good care of Luther, and they are very close.
If
She is currently not on this plane of existence.
I see, is there something I should refrain from asking more about?
No. Are you... Everyone is familiar at this point that one of the great cities up along the coast is gone. Elturel, have you heard of it?
Oh, yes. I have heard about trouble happening in that direction.
It has... Well, she was in Elturel at the time.
I see. Is that why he has such an aversion to devils, demons, and the like?
That and his devotion to Lathander, I would say, drives it. But I will say it has a lot to do with his current state of mind. It wasn't long ago that Elturel disappeared and he wasn't there with her. This job that I've urged him to take is to help keep his mind busy and his body busy. And that is about the time that Luther's going to bang back through the door with a giant-ass bouquet of flowers in front of his face.
I assumed that you would bypass the knocking rule, considering that my hands were full. Holds this massive bouquet.
Yes.
Excellent. Hopefully I did not keep you two waiting too long. Well, turns out when I actually broke the key inside the lock, it actually jammed. So I had to shoulder barge it about 17 times. Just kidding, it was only 3. I'm quite strong. And it shattered open, and, needless to say, I'm going to need to put in a work order for that. But I have the flowers here. He'll approach.
You can set them on the desk. I will do the ritual, and since your room is accessible, I will have someone return them to your room at a later date before you get back.
Excellent. Silvira, I know I can always count upon you for my time in need. Thank you.
You're welcome, Luther.
Excellent. Pyra, should we make our way and try to track down our friends? I do not believe we set a meeting point.
Yes. Yes. Let's do that.
He will approach her and extend an arm.
Thank you. It was a pleasure, Silvar.
It was nice to meet you. Please take care.
She does a little curtsy nod.
Bye.
Her hand that was very lightly on him is now a bit firmer, a bit more steady. Like she's trying her best to comfort him.
He has this big, goofy smile per usual, showing off them pearly whites, showing off all 32, and he looks back and he just gives a big wave to Silvira, and he says, "Right, well, we're off to Baldur's Gate to unite a lost sister and brother. Also, get behind some possessed books, just Arcane cleanup things. No big deal. Take care, Silvira."
Be safe. I'll see you when you return.
Well, safety has never quite been for me. Come, Pyra, let us go. I will lead you to our destination.
Very well. And she kind of gives him the reins.
Cool. Excellent. I'm really happy she did that, because there has never been a more confident man that has ever been more lost than Luther Pendrass, servant of Lathander and member of the Arcane cleanup crew. This man does not ask for directions. He does not bring up the GPS. Wherever he's going, if it's wrong or right, he does it with his absolute most.
So after like 10 minutes, can Pyra be like, "Do you know where you are going?"
But and he kind of, like, with her arm on his, as he turns off, and he always knows which way the horizon is. And he just looks off pensively. Not all that wander are lost, but I am.
She can't help but burst into laughter and rub her hand over her face. Well, I believe it is a safe bet they are somewhere towards Yvonne's mother's.
Ah,
At the very least, if we walk in that general direction, I'm sure we will come upon them.
well, you make a fine estimation. And he looks off in like 4 different directions. Right. Yvonne's mother's.
This way, she gently guides him in that direction.
And he'll follow.
Meanwhile, the two of you are standing outside of Yvonne's mama's house. Yvie has just come back outside holding a heaping basket of food.
I think we have enough for the journey. But maybe not. Luther does eat a lot.
He might leave some if I convince him that if I don't get a reasonable portion every day, I might actually die. I think he cares about me enough. I think he might just leave us, the rest of us, some.
This is good. Yes, let's tell him this.
Sorry about walking out like that. That was poor form, I suppose.
No, that it was quite all right. Don't worry about it at all. Where should we go next?
Luther and Pyra are walking past the Emerald Gate, and it's not entirely clear which one of them are leading, but they are arm in arm.
That's new.
Are they? Is this a trick of the eyes? Is she stumbling? Why? Oh,
No, they are. I mean, I expected it from Luther, but Pyra not so much.
agree.
Pyra and Luther, you spy them over True to Forb right in front of Evie's mama's house, and Yvie is holding a ginormous basket of carbohydrates.
Lovely.
Our mama is sending us off with lots of goodies. She's very interested in your progress in the book. We'll wait outside. Do you want to just pop your head in and chat?
The Dragonborn blushes back, appears. No, I think that will wait until I have finished the book. I'm sure there is much that I do not yet understand about the plot and the story itself that I will understand with time.
Wait, there's a book club that has been assembled? I have a book. Pulls out the Karma Sutra.
Has removed her arm from his and her like, ooh, so that when he pulls out this, what kind of book is that? Ah!
It is a picture book.
Yes, there's even one that unfolds and everything. But, and he looks up higher, and for the first time, Luther enjoys a moment of possible insight and foresight, realizing that this just might not be the appropriate time for his fold-out picture book. And he just looks at her, and it is like the sweetest little dopey puppy himbo eyes you've ever seen. And these big golden hazel eyes, and he just says, perhaps I'll just put this back. Sorry.
Can Yvie get a peek?
Oh yeah.
How many times does that fold out?
I will tell you at a later time. And he's gonna do like a quick little whisper. Page 13. That's the best one.
Okay, noted.
We can trade details later. Right. So, the Baldur's Gate. Did Ulrich give us any indication on how we might get there? We've procured the potions, so our job is done. But I wanted to know how it went with you two.
Not as well as I had hoped. Basically told us to hoof it.
Yes,
Oh.
we need to walk.
We are going to walk for 5 days
Yeah.
to a different city through forests. He cannot even provide us with a carriage.
Well, there's a road. It's not just, like exploring. I'm sure there are inns along the way, and people walk it. It's a thing.
But they do not walk it in clothes such as these.
Probably not.
Can you imagine the dust that will get into my dress into my pores, underneath my scales.
Might I posit a possible hypothetical? This is a word I've just recently used and learned within the last 2 days, so I am using it every opportunity I can get. Would it be acceptable for those that do not want to get dust on their dresses to be carried by those capable of doing so? Sam, I have a question. Has there ever been in the history of Lathander's servants, has there ever been tale of a shining warrior who has carried a fair maiden 5 days with little rest? This is oddly specific, but I need to know because Luther needs to know if he's trailblazing right here.
Roll me religion.
Alright, let me show you guys how this shit's done. Every time I say that, I roll a 6.
Mm-hmm.
So, 4.
Awesome. You think back to your time when you were starting to study about Lathander, and as hard as you think that picture book just didn't have a picture of somebody tired carrying somebody for 5 days.
Luther immediately soothes his ego. Whatever. If they did it, I'm probably much more tall than them and much more handsome. My legend would obviously overshadow theirs. As he says to his inner monologue, and he says, "Right, so, if anyone is not willing to walk or hoof it, I am willing to take the burden."
So you're going to carry all of us? That's impressive.
No. Well, with the way I was thinking is that Milo, I am sure the wind would take you. Yvie, Yvonne, I'm sure you could climb on my shoulder, and Pyra, I could carry you across my arms.
I do not have a problem with walking. I can do it myself. So, Pyra, my spell, Prestidigitation, it can help keep your paws clean, but it can also make someone soil themselves. Just a thought.
Didn't you say someone?
I did. That is what I said. Can she cast Prestidigitation to make Luther shit his pants?
You can make the smell emanate from his breeches.
I'm definitely making him shit his pants. That's what's happening here. It doesn't matter if that's what's happening here. I'm just gonna cast Prestidigitation and make him poop his pants.
A foul odor starts to emanate from Luther's general direction, and his bottom appears soiled.
What is this? I did not release myself.
That's foul.
What? He looks down.
How could you?
But I did not. I assure you, if my bowels were to fail me, I would be the first to know.
The evidence is right there, Luther. You can say whatever you would like, but we all can see.
He puts his thumbs into his belt loop. He's about to drop them.
Wait, just a moment, please. I am sure that, and she's looking over at Yvie. She has been laughing, but there's a guiltiness to it. I am sure that whatever has happened is just a trick of the light.
Okay. She'll cast it again to clean him.
Yvonne, I will speak to you on the road about some information I've found out.
Okay. Can she lean into Luther and say, "Remember, I am powerful. Never forget."
Luther, upon seeing her do the unsoiling, his eyes start to soften, and he legitimately has a saddened look, like you did this to me.
I did.
And his head hangs. Yes, of course, Yvonne. Sorry, I was only meaning to help. We should go.
Luther, I thank you for offering to carry me. It was very kind. I will walk. If there is no worry to my clothing, there are worse things in the world than having to walk.
Yes, of course. That is not a problem. We should go.
Roll me one more insight, Luther.
Oh, that was almost a 1, and it was a 19. 21.
As you kind of stand around this section, you will be gone for a 10-day. You bought some other things today that you have not distributed, and I think maybe in this moment you would think about something that might cheer you up, which would be your goth girlfriend.
Luther will say, if... Sorry, just one last stop. There are some things I procured that I would like to deliver. Would you all afford me a moment? And he's like sniffing himself to make sure he does not smell like shit.
You do not. You smell like your wonderful, regular Luther self.
He doesn't trust it. He goes up to Milo. Milo,
Yes.
I need you to whiff me.
With you.
Yes, I need you to smell me to make sure that I am presentable.
Oh, okay.
What does Luther smell like?
Luther smells like it's the strangest thing because he is this big, just testosterone pumped dude that probably you'd expect to smell like just a general like man musk. But he smells like sunflowers. It is the strangest thing, and there's definitely something there at play. It's not something natural. It's not something that's common or anything like that. But he smells like sunflowers.
You smell like your usual self. There's sunflowers. I don't know how you do it. That's magical.
He's gonna pull him aside a little bit. I think I just needed to make sure. There is... He kind of looks back behind to Yvie and Pyra. Sometimes, some of us, we come from a place where we do not get that opportunity to smell the way we wish. We come from the refuse of society. And I think it took me back a moment, but I am okay. Thank you. Your reassurance means everything to me. You are kind. And he's gonna pat him on the shoulder a little bit. Now, I have gifts to deliver. Will you offer me a brief moment?
Of course.
Good.
Take your time.
He's gonna wave to Yvonne and Pyra, and I'll be back. A moment. He's gonna go off to find Goth GF. Yen.
Luther, as you get over here, do you throw the door open? Do you knock?
He's immediately just starts parting the door open, but then he thinks for a moment. He hears, he feels Silvera's words. It is customary to knock, he hears. And he stops, and he knocks on the door.
She comes to the door. Oh. Hi.
Hey, you look really happy to see me. How are you doing?
I'm fine, I guess. It's very bright. It is nice to see you.
Oh, well, perhaps it might just get a bit nicer. I've got you something.
Oh. Did you remember the things I asked for?
Yes, I did, specifically. And he's gonna pull out his 2 cartons that he retrieved. He's gonna take out 2 cartons of premium cigarettes.
Oh.
Yes,
These are the good ones.
I opted for the black and milds, only for you.
She'll reach out and take them and kind of like scratch behind her head and go, thanks. I don't, gifts are nice. Did you want to fuck? Is that, I'm assuming that's what they're for.
Well, okay. Let's take a step back here. There's a couple of things to unwrap. To answer your question, yes, always, constantly, ever since I basically hit puberty, the answer to that question is always yes. But there are things I need to do. So, as of right now, I cannot entertain such notions. But there is a second thing I got you. And he takes out dark, deep, rich, black coffee grounds.
Oh, those smell amazing. Oh, okay. Gifts? I don't entirely understand. They're nice. She takes the coffee grounds. Thank you. You don't want anything?
He hands her 2 little, I guess, little pots of the coffee grounds, and he just says, No, the gift is simply just to show that I appreciate you and getting to know you in your time, and I look forward to doing so again. I don't need anything in recompense. That would defeat the purpose, I feel.
Okay. Should we schedule another date?
Uh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Kind of leans in the doorway. Quick question. Did we ever agree to like a exclusive thing? Just you and me. No one else.
We didn't do a lot of talking.
Okay. I'm starting to think we should probably do a lot more of that. So, let us do that. Let us schedule a time for us to be together and talk.
Okay. Are we only seeing each other before this scheduled? I don't do this. She's still holding the 2 pots of coffee like in front of her.
He's gonna step into the doorway just a little bit, just to kind of tower above her, and he's going to look directly into her eyes and say, "You don't do this, but you and I will this together."
Okay.
Good. Excellent. So, until then, feel free to have whatever entanglements you feel you need to, but when I return from Baldur's Gate in 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 days, we will see each other again. Yes? Dinner?
What's the longest I should wait before I just assume you either left or are dead?
I would definitely give it 11 days. 11 days max.
Okay. If I don't see you after 11 days, please don't bother because I will have written you off.
Okay, sounds like a good idea. If it is past 11 days, yes, assume I am dead or that I am locked into battle with a demon lord, the only thing capable of taking me away from this plane. So, until then, dear sweet Yen, I will see you soon. Do you want anything from Baldur's Gate?
No?
Okay, well, then I will bring you something anyway.
Okay. I might see you in a 10-day. Goodbye. Thank you for the gifts. I really enjoy them. Or I will.
Oh, well, you are welcome. Until later. He'll step back a bit. Yeah, he'll walk away.
Your last glimpse of her just kind of holding these 2 pots of dark coffee with cigarettes in one of her hands with just kind of this look of, I don't understand dating.
He could have very easily just walked away. And instead, what he's going to do, he's going to see that she doesn't understand, she's confused. He's going to kiss his hand and chalk up the deuces to her. Shit, this piece. And he's gonna leave. He's gonna go reconvene with his friends. For a moment, he considers maybe even taking it a step further, maybe even showing a bit of passion, but he decides to show a bit of temperance and instead returns to his party.
This adventure is brought to you by Dungeon Mistress Chronicles, featuring Murray as Luther, Mads as Pyra, Rusty as Milo, and Aaliyah as Yvie, Samantha Fortune as your Dungeon Mistress, and the voice of all others. Behind the scenes, Douglas Fortune provides production and technical support, music from Soundstripe and Tabletop Audio. Discover more content at dungeonmistresschronicles.com.